back to my channel. My name is Courtney. I am posting this on a Saturday, so it is Pick a Pile Day. Today is going to be on where you can hold more space for yourself, because the world is so quick moving, we forget to make time for us. You have found the most pink psychic on the entire internet. I am here to make you feel good. Everything is time-stamped, but if you like me off the bat, hi, I love you so much. I am going to give what I call my little magical girl pep talk. I keep it brief, I keep it cute, but I just want to talk about like being your own driving force. And the world is so quick moving and is so demanding about output, that sometimes, like, when we don't have immediate results, we forget that what we're doing is important to us. I want you, with anything you're working on, even if it is a certain manifestation, bringing a partner or like any sort of thing in your life you want to bringing it into your life. When it feels hopeless, remember why you want it. Remember why, and remember like what meaning you wanted to add to your life. And I hope that it can become renewed for you again. But we are at the place in this video where I am going to show you your piles, okay? And I did something really, really super cute today. There are 3 piles. And I try to stick with pink decks, but pile 1 is going to be this beautiful, like, rough, pale rose quartz I have, along with this little off-white adorable bow. Our second pile is going to be our little rose quartz crescent moon and a pink bow to match it. These are actually little hair clips of mine. And our third pile is going to be our raw kunzite here. And also our sweet little black satin bow. I really want you to not overthink it. Just choose whatever pile feels like a yes. Everything is bookmarked. You can skip right to your pile. My name is Courtney. I love you so much. Let's hang out. Let's have girl talk. Hi, Barbies of pile 1! You are in the right place if you just picked out the number because you felt like it. Totally get it. The rose quartz little like temple or the white bow. You are in the right place. I'm kind of gonna put this on top of it so our little crystal can wear it, sort of. And then I'm gonna get into your cards, okay? So I have them all pre-shuffled. They're here. I want you to settle in, get comfortable. I am here to hype you up and strengthen you where you need to be, okay? So this whole reading is going to be on where you can hold more space for yourself. So with our pink oracle card here, we have Skater Girl with skating along, balance, outdoor date, letting things slide, adaptable, quick, and seamless. And then I'll show you your tarot cards. I felt like using all pink decks today, but everything here is pink. I try to do all self-love resonant readings. We have the Knight of Pentacles for you. I was excited to see this when I shuffled these out. We have the 6 of Swords. And we also have the Empress. Okay, literally so cool. And then as far as your really cool patterny purple oracle card goes, we have Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. And immediately what I was feeling for you, sometimes I get certain things when I shuffle out the cards, right? Because I'm connecting with them when I pull them. With the Empress and the 6 of Swords here, I think you have started to I think you are a person in your life who really, really craves contentment, pile one, which is an important thing. Contentment is longer lasting than happiness, and contentment is what it feels like to have enough in our lives, to feel like we are getting what we need to get. But what if you could be happy? And I feel like you are really, really grappling with that. And I don't feel a sense of urgency. I don't think this makes you anxious. I just think you sort of have this yearning that you're meant for more. Or that like you can have better, or you can aim higher. Like with the indecision card here, I use intuition in all aspects of my life. I think your intuition is very, very much active, maybe especially now. But I do think like for a very long time, you've been kind of go with the flow. And I think some of you in this pile are going to be middle-aged and some of you are going to be very young. I want to remind you that life can start over at any point, and you are allowed to change your wants if you have an experience in your life that brings you a different kind of awareness where you're like, wait, oh, like we had this fight, or like I met this person, or like I saw this relationship. I didn't really know it could be like that. Like I didn't really know that like somebody could have this experience come from this. It's okay to change your mind and be like, wait, like maybe I've been accepting less, or like maybe like this isn't the best fit for me. And life is about choosing contentment. And life is about being in touch with your wants. And I think you're getting there. But I want to tell you, one, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, you don't have to make any sort of urgent decision. The Six of Swords is not about urgency. The Six of Swords is about introspection and a personal journey you sometimes feel you take alone. For some of you, you are cycle breakers, and you are maybe moving from a disadvantaged place or a more advantaged place to throw yourself into a different culture that's more resonant of you. You know, I don't know why I'm channeling how Chappell Roan lived in the Midwest and then moved to Los Angeles and everything, which was like a big, huge thing. Skater Girl here tells me you are exploring your options. When I looked at it, it's kind of the image, the name of the card, and then all of this little subtext about the meaning of it. And I keep on looking at adaptable. I keep on looking at, you know, your options are open. You know your options are open. All you need to do is think about which one is going to be a good fit for you. But like, I feel like as far as like knowing like what space you're allowed to take up, like the prompts of this reading, like what I pulled the cards upon, you need to know you're allowed to change your mind. Okay? And I think maybe even for some of you, these are buried wants that you had at one point, but you were like, oh, but like I'm from here, or oh, but like I'm already married, or oh, like I have to finish like raising my kids like before I even separate from this person. Whatever it is, whatever like self-imposed restriction some of you placed on yourself, either because of responsibility or just like, oh, like I don't have the means right now, I don't feel empowered to do this. If there's a theme, a want that pops its head out like a gnome, oh, like whack-a-mole, like over and over and over again, get the hammer and like take it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But with the Empress here, I feel like it's a pretty radical change you want. Maybe you are the first person in your family to apply to college and you really want to do that, and you're scared other people will be envious, or like I am like picking up on different situations, but this is a general reading, so put it where it applies. Oh, I put like my hand on my hip. But like what I am feeling is like, it's a personal journey. Okay, there are people who may not get it, or maybe you are associated with a workplace or with a home that you built or something like that, where like you're gonna leave somebody in the dust, or maybe like not necessarily in the dust, but like you want to go on a journey they cannot come with you on. But it is something that you've always wanted and something that is going to bring you great happiness. For some of you, you feel trapped in a situation you're not trapped in, where you don't have kids, or it was meant to be a temp job and it turned into something bigger. Whatever it is, I almost feel as if you are boxing yourself in, because when we settle into a groove, when we settle into something in our life, and I totally get it because it makes sense, everybody does this, it's human nature. When it becomes part of your routine, you're scared to leave it because you're like, well, like, this is how my life is now. Like, this is my thing. Like, this is where I go every day. Like, this is my thing. So it can feel a little bit jarring to want change. But I think at some point you just need to be like, well, like, I've had this dream forever. Like, I worked for this opportunity. It's mine. And I kind of want to see it through. Like, if it's something like I always wanted and I have an opening and I have an opportunity for it, I want to see where this takes me. Because maybe you've been in a place where your wants have never been, where like you've never been able to put your wants at the edge and be like, I want this. Like, maybe like you've never like had like circumstances like prior to this where you have an opening, but now is the opening, now is the time. So like whatever change you're wanting with the Empress here, this feels a lot like your own independence, owning animals, or like moving, or like taking a reach to be a part of some community you've always wanted to be a part of but never have. Like, regardless of like what this glow up looks like for you, because it feels like a glow up, it looks like you finally wanting to live like a fully authentic expression of your life, and not just like, oh, like I got like this one thing I wanted and like I was in like this comfortable place. No. It feels like you were on the precipice and you just needed a little push to be like, because with indecision here, you're like, yes, but like I have this thing, yes, but like I have this thing. You are getting to a point and you have an opening now in your life, where, you have an opening in your life where you can step into your most authentic expression. And for some of you, I think it's going to come as a curse disguised as a blessing, where like the younger person who hasn't been there as long gets the promotion over you and you're like, oh my God, like I've been here literally forever. But good things are in store for you. You just have to take them. And I don't think that was necessarily for everybody, but I do think a time is coming where you're gonna have the opening and you're gonna realize it's something you wanted all along, and it's something you're deserving on to live in your most authentic expression, and you are meant for more. You just have to take the space like it's yours, because it is. If you want all these things, it's because you should have them. It's because you can do something with them. It's because you are going to add something to the world by stepping into that most authentic expression. Okay, pile one, I love you literally so much. White to me, as far as our bow goes, symbolizes new beginning and purity and like taking out all of the sludge and bringing in whatever it is you want. It's a blank slate, right? It's the absence of color. But pile one, I adore you so much. My name is Courtney. Tell me how this resonated, or just say hi. I don't bite. I do Get Ready With Me's where I teach you about tarot on Tuesdays, and these every Saturday. Thank you for being here with me and pouring into yourself. That's the most important thing here. I love you so very much. I love to read for you and be there for you, and I hope you have a beautiful day or night. I love you so much, Barbie. You are that girl. Go be your authentic expression, or work on getting there. I love you so much. Bye, Barbie. Beautiful Barbies of pile 2. Sit on down, get comfy, cozy. I am going to hype you up and remind you of who you are, okay? Get up, diva. I love you so very much. You are in the right place if you chose my little rose quartz crescent and the pink moon. Good taste. I love pink. We love pink here. I am the most pink psychic on the internet. I pre-shuffled all of your cards. This is going to be where you are meant to take up more space. Oh God, that'll be the Coke Zero. But I have all of your cards here. We are going to get into it. For you, first card off, we have the Screw, okay? Not interested, leaving quickly, in trouble, getting horizontal jogging, telling someone off, okay? And then for your tarot cards, I got 3 of them for you today. I used all pink decks here because they are so self-love resonant. We have the Moon. Ooh. We also have, and I was excited about this one for you, the King of Wands. And then we also have the 2 of Cups. But this is not like external validation coded to me. Last oracle card we have, your cool patterns purple one, is Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I see some fear about something important to you, and I do want to say I think it's so significant. We have the Moon and the Moon here. So the Moon card and you choosing the Crescent, I think that is very significant. As far as a court card showing up, and the first pile had a court card too. I don't know why I feel like saying that. First pile may have some messages for some of you, but if you had no draw to it, don't worry about it. King of Wands is a visionary. He is the king who is honest and direct, but he reminds us to stay fueled and make sure we're leaning into why something is important to us. With the Moon, something is not coming to fruition here. Something that you want has not come into fruition in a way you can see yet, okay? But with the Moon and the King of Wands here, you are aware of this. But I think underneath all of this fear is a vision you have for yourself. The 2 of Cups to me is about remembering where our place is. I feel like right now, group 2, you are focusing on building something for yourself socially, whether it be the King of Wands can totally show up as entrepreneurship. The Screw, there's something here about you feeling unfulfilled because maybe you are in a space where you want recognition and you are not receiving it yet. I need you to do some evaluating when this comes up, this fear. I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. But notice how love is there on the card, okay? Because with the King of Wands is not detached from his emotions. But he thinks about, where is my plan and am I doing it with purpose? The changes I want to see, am I driving them with purpose? Am I still creating over something that's important to me? Or do I need these results now? Is it still worth it for me to do this? And can I find a way to lean into my own fulfillment? Because your fulfillment is what's going to give you fuel. With the Screw here, a million things can get thrown at us. Recognition can come in slow. Commitment from others can come in slow. But you are allowed to slow down as long as you stay consistent. The Screw here to me almost talks of your determination. And the Moon here to me speaks of maybe not having any material recognition yet. But I think what you're doing is something you're participating in because you can see the vision and you can see the end result, and remember why you started this. You know, I think whatever creative project this is for some of you, it might feel bleak when you're not seeing what you want yet, but I feel like you are creating because the King of Wands creates from a place of something that is innate to your identity and a dream you have had for a very long time. And it's not because you want the money something's going to give you, or you want the success something is going to give you. Those things are really, really fun to have. But you have a real talent, and you have a real gift, and you have a real intuition for bringing this in. And just because the moon is here and it's not the sun, and just because fear exists doesn't mean your love can't exist for this thing. Breaks are okay. Talking to other people about this is okay. And like, you are allowed to discern whether or not it's still worth it for you if it doesn't happen now. But if your love for whatever you're creating is still there, I really want you to stick with it. And that doesn't mean go at it 100 all the time, but it means hold the vision, remember why it's important to you, and you can conquer this fear. The fear can get loud, but when the fear comes up, I would like it if you didn't overwork yourself, but thought about, where can I put whimsy into this for me today? Where can I lean back into the passion and refill my own cup over this? Because routine and consistency is important, but I want you to honor all the emotions that come with this, and I want it to be your authentic expression that you still choose day to day. The moon. Let your own want for this be your thing. Some of you have vision boards on Pinterest. You should at least be looking at or adding to consistently. I'm paying attention to this green in the center here. And when it comes to energy centers, green is always the heart. That is your love for whatever you're creating existed before you even considered sharing it with other people. That is something that won't be taken from you. And you won't burn yourself out if you don't change and you let your reliance be on your want to do something, your like for doing something. This doesn't have to be a temporary situation for you, but you don't need to industrialize it just yet. Be proud of yourself simply for walking the walk. You can walk the walk, okay? Because you are already the authentic expression of what it is you want to be and what you want to do. You are the authentic expression. This fear gets loud sometimes. This fear gets loud sometimes. Because right now, that's all you still have. And I think you will be surprised how quickly things come in. Even if you just start repeating to yourself why you love this thing. I think a form of manifestation for some of you with the screw here could be, and the moon here, could be just refocusing in on why you have this interest or why you love this thing. Let the love for what you're doing and the love to talk about what you're doing be louder than this fear. Or lean into that when this fear comes up. You are meant to take up space, but you're already taking up space and it's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you. Group 2, the only adjustment you need to make here I feel as though at all, is trust in your own vision and start walking the walk if it's something you still want. As long as it maintains to be something that you still want. Walk the walk. You're already doing the thing. You don't need something external if you know you're cooking, okay? You know what sauces you're putting in there. You know you're sauteing your broccoli. You know you're going to be eating something delicious. But right now, you just need to focus on the pleasure it's bringing you and the fun it's bringing you. And wow, in some capacity, you are living the life you want to live, even if it is a castle right now and not an empire yet. But group 2, I hope that was coherent enough for you. I love you so very much. I can feel your fear, but I also feel how big and bright and brave your passion is. I love you so very much. The moon doesn't always offer us clarity, but it lets us look at ourselves and it's calm, right? So what if you just lean into your authentic expression and why you love to create right now? Just saying. But I love you so very much. Take up space, walk that walk. You are that. Okay, and I thank you for taking out time for you. I hope you feel a little bit more empowered. You know you have your agency and you can choose anything whenever you want. I love you so very much, Barbie. And thanks again for choosing so much pink. Say hi, let me know how this resonated. I absolutely do not bite. My name is Courtney. I post Get Ready With Me's where I teach you tarot on Tuesdays and these on Saturdays. I love you so very much. Thank you for spending time with me and making time for you. That's what this was all about. I love you so very much. I will see you again soon. Bye, Barbie. Beautiful Barbie, the pile 3! Hey, I'm all hyped up for yours because I just ate and got sustenance. Your reminder to do so if you can. I love you so very much. You are in the right place if you chose the Kunzite, okay? Good taste. I love Mother Kunzite. She's so cool. Yeah. Oh my god. Burp. Like I just said, dinner. So if you chose the Kunzite and also this cutesy little black bow, you are in the right place. Don't worry, okay? But I did pre-shuffle all your cards. You are taking you time. This is self-care because I'm going to hype you up, okay? Get in the space. Get a Coke Zero, whatever you want. Okay, I don't judge. I know what this does. And I pre-shuffled all of your cards. I'm going to show them to you, okay? I remember I saw these yesterday. I was like, ooh. You actually, what's cool is you got two of these. So we have Y with 5 Y's in it. Shaking your head in disbelief, frustrated, annoyed, focus on the solution rather than the problem. This is going to be on where you need to take up more space. Let yourself take up that space. Made with love, a gift from the heart, sentimental, an offering or contribution, trying new things, being there, support. Then we have your tarot and oracle cards, okay? So, for you, we had gotten the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, which I thought was interesting, 7-7. An angel number that reoccurs for some of you may be the 777. And we also have the 5 of Swords. And then for your cool little patterned purple oracle card, we have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. somebody you wanted to take with you on your journey. Whether that be you went to somebody because you thought they would be supportive and cool, or like if you really, really wanted to help somebody who's in a situation but they don't want to help themselves, you need to know, like, pulling your energy back, or like being your own biggest cheerleader, and like having to like detach from like another person's presence, like if they are being discouraging to you, or like they are not supporting you how you'd hope they would, is not a projection of you. With Made with Love here, I almost feel as if you and this person synced up in one quarter of your life, or have synced up for a while now, but you are choosing better for yourself instead of staying in what's comfortable. And that takes time and practice anyway. But I think because you have to leave something behind, you're like, should I take up like the space? Like, should I do the thing? Like, if they're not coming with me? I need to tell you, yes. With loneliness, I know that I am never alone. I see loneliness here with the 7. 7s are an odd number, okay? So one person, usually on the 7 cards. 7 of Swords. It's always about, a lot of times, the 7s and cups, wands, whatever, are kind of about self-preservation. Because there is work that we do in creating our own contentment, if we are brave enough to create it instead of just slip into what's comfortable, can be really isolating, because sometimes people are not happy for you, or sometimes you want people to take the same gumption, the same audacity, and go with their own lives with the same ferocity, the same tenacity, and they won't do that. That is not indicative of you, and I think you do yourself a disservice by considering the possibility of not going after your own dream because of somebody else who's stunted. Love will always be there. This person is not going to move. They are not going to progress forward. You can. A gift from the heart, sentimental, and offering our contribution, trying new things, being their support. This is very like you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink energy. Not everybody has to be on the same wave. And like, if it's working for you and it's important to you, it only matters that you're on board. Because the people that are going to be in full support of you are going to come after. Or maybe they aren't the ones that you are turning up the speakers the highest on. You are like clinging to like attachments that aren't great for you at the same time that you are trying to like pave this new path in your life. And unfortunately, like, you can leave one there and always go back for it. You can leave this thing you're outgrowing there and always go back for it. But right now, this opportunity here is, you've never been so excited about this. You've never had so much fuel for this. The momentum continues if you keep going with where you're at it. And life is full of possibility, and you will always have another chance again. But what if you're brave, and what if you say, I know that this is waiting here for me if I ever want it, but what if I run off and I go and I give this like a really, really fair shot? Even if it's lonely, because it's not going to be lonely forever. I also feel like you are in the early stages of this. You are in these stages where you're considering your opportunities, your possibilities. If any of you are moving, I think you're going to find a place with more community. Or if you ever feel as though, if you had prejudgments about a community you're going to place yourself in, or in a job field you're going to place yourself in, of the other people in it. You know, if you think they're going to be shallow, or if you think they're going to have sticks up there, or anything like that, I think you're going to be very surprised with the lived experiences of the characters who are going to be in your life soon. Because, yes, the things that we choose to do in our life say something about us, but nobody's identity is as small as what they do for a living or what they go to school for or anything, and neither are you. I don't want you keeping yourself small. I want you to know that you can always go home to whatever this is, but what this is, what this person is, you can bring a horse to water, you can't make it drink. And your success is calling when you're ready to answer the phone on it. I think you have easier access to getting to these opportunities than you think you do, because you're already starting. You need to hear, like, starting is the hardest part, and, like, thinking and, like, starting a transition in your life is the most difficult part, because you're changing your lifestyle, you're changing the way you go about your days. But as much anxiety and as much, like, I want them to be doing this with me here might be, like, going through your head, you are doing the thing, Diva. You are making the moves. You are self-starting. You are taking the initiative and swallowing the pills you need to get from point A to point B, and I am so proud of you. You're meant to take up space because you're meant to live a life that's about you, and you're meant to live a life like that doesn't have the restrictions you see other people living in, like, not succeeding through. You're not meant to have those things on you. That's why you feel brave enough to break them. You're already taking up space. You are already defying norms. You are already doing your thing. But keep your vision. Keep your vision, and know that whatever space you're going to is one you belong in, okay? I am so proud of you and everything you're doing, Pile 3. I adore you so much. I hope I made you feel as special as you are. You are so important to me, and your energy in these cards is so big and bright. You are so self-driven, and I think you will succeed and you will get anything you want that you love and care about. You are such a Barbie of any of the piles I've read on here. You are so cool, Pile 3. My name is Courtney. I do Get Ready With Me's where I teach you tarot every Tuesday, and I do these every Saturday. Thank you for taking a safe place to land with me and letting me guide you through some self-care for just a couple minutes you're here with me. I adore you so much, Barbie, and I love you. I will see you again soon. Let me know how this resonated, or say hi. I don't bite. And come back to see me. I love you so much. Thank you. Bye, Barbie.